If you need to practice knots, tie again. This is the Pletzen Pickle, yada yada yada. Before I forget, I did want to say that, unlike most people, I'm probably not going to be updating, on a regular schedule. I'm just going to be updating whenever I feel like it, which means you may get 4 in one day, and then none for 2 weeks. Just depends on when I get around to it. Because I'm not going to bother. Some people would play like that, but then they'd schedule the updates, and I'm making hand gestures here because that's so useful.
The last Metroid is in captivity. The galaxy is at peace.
What was I saying? Oh, the updates. But I am gonna just do them whenever I feel like it. I'm just gonna upload them whenever I feel like it. Dang it, that was something else. I'm playing Super Metroid here now. This is gonna be the first full playthrough I do. Because I am gonna play through it and beat it. Shouldn't take me too long. It is currently 11:42 at night. I'm probably gonna just get through the first boss and then stop somewhere around there. Oh yeah, on the previous uploads I was saying how I'd split up the video, and then I didn't do that. I was saying that because a while ago I remember hearing some YouTubers talk about how they couldn't upload any longer than 10 minutes. And I thought this would be the case, and then I learned that no, if I just verified the thing, I could do it much longer. So I did that, and I haven't had to, cut it up into 10-minute segments, which is good, because that's less work for me to do. I also noticed that my last 2 videos were within 10 seconds of each other. And that was not intentional, but it just happened to be that way, which is cool. I forgot how long this intro was, and I can't skip it. I'm trying to. Yeah, the game's about to start. And it's the giant space donut. I thought I had more to say. There was something else I meant to say. What it was though. Game starts off kind of slow. And then, suddenly it's not. Yeah, when I went back and watched the second upload, I had been talking a lot more than I thought I had been. I thought there were a lot of times where there's 10 or more seconds of just dead air. But that didn't seem to be the case, so I think that's good. Yeah. It's a great game when the first combat at all is a boss. That I'm doing really well at. I don't normally do this well. And now it's upset. Dang it. Yeah, this is more like what I remember. With the damage taken and all that. Ow. this is one of those bosses where I think you can lose, you can die, but you usually... Yeah, see, he hit me enough and then he left. I may have done enough damage to him first, but it was him getting me down to 23 health that caused him to leave. So yeah, you get a boss, and then you get a minute to escape the facility because it's about to explode. Great game. Also, these puffs of smoke don't actually do you damage, but they slow down the whole escaping thing, which is kind of important. Oh yeah, and the falling tiles. Everybody loves falling tiles. Oh, that's the end. I was trying to go up and it wasn't working, and that's because you just have to stand there. Well, it's surprising to me how much fun I did have recording the last couple of things. You know, the first one I was nervous, but I was looking forward to doing this one more than I thought I would be. Which is cool. Means it's more likely to happen. Like I said, I'll be playing the entire game of Super Metroid. I'll probably get, somewhere above 80% of items collected. I never got 100, but I usually get up there. I don't know if I'm going to be doing other games in between, but I do know I'm not going to be... I'm going to upload the videos in the order I record them, so that if I happen to say something, about something I said in one of the previous ones, it will make sense. Because that's something I always like to be a thing. I don't remember what's in here. Oh, it's this. Yeah, it's this. So you may have guessed I have played this game a lot. I kind of wanted to play Metroid Fusion, because I was just in the mood for it. Trouble is, I've never actually beaten Metroid Fusion, and I wanted a game that I could, play to completion for this one. I've gotten to the point where you're fighting with the, what is it, SAS, the Samus clone. You're fighting it in one of the earliest rooms you're in. And I think that's right before the end. I think you fight him and then you fight a Metroid or something, or I don't remember what it is. So I've gotten really close to the end of that one, but I could never beat the other Samus. So I could never get past that point. And, I'd do so great beating him while trying to talk about and stuff. Oh yeah, that was another thing. I am planning on doing some things where I have, a friend over and we're both talking. But I don't know when that'll be. So, that's a thing. Oh, missiles. Cool. Yay for brain spacing out. Let's see. Hello there, Mr. I. Yay, more missiles. It's a very quiet game early on. It's very hectic later, of course, but... wide awake at this time of day. Last night I went to bed at like 8 o'clock and actually went to sleep really soon after. And so I woke up this morning at like 6, and so I've been awake for a while, and I went and did some stuff, and I was kind of almost ready to sleep, but it was also the first good chance I got today for doing a video, and like I said, I was looking forward to it. I was wanting to do one, so I did. Or I am, you know. Yeah, I didn't look at the time of when I started this time either, but like I said, I think I'm just gonna go through to the first boss, and beat him, and then stop around that time. And I'll probably upload the whole thing as one video, but if it turns out that it's really long, or too long and I can't upload it, I'll break it down at some point. But since I'm going to figure that out in post, I'm not going to know if I'm about to stop, so the video will just end with, hopefully a longer break in speech than usual, and then it'll pick up with possibly continuing a sentence that I started in the previous episode. I will probably upload them back to back though, so if one's up, the other will be up, and you'll be able to watch it. I believe this is save. No, but it's not that. Okay, dang it, what is here? I can't wait to get charge shot. It's so weird not having it. Oh, it's the map room. Okay. That's why I thought of it as this useless spot, because it is for like 99% of the game. Once you get that, you never need to go back there. And so, yeah. It's hard for me to think of something to talk about because I'm enjoying playing a game, and it's, like I said, I'm also getting kind of tired. I'm guessing that eventually I'll get better at, finding something to talk about when I'm doing this, and that part will get better at least, because that is kind of why I was doing this, was so I could talk about them and just have fun with it, and so, the talking about it is part of that, so I do want to do that more. Oh, dang it. But I feel like I'm not going to be great about, talking about the game itself, because a lot of the ones I'm going to be playing are ones that I've played a lot, and so I'll kind of be jaded to them, to any weird thing that happens in them, so it's unlikely that I'll be commenting on the game, but I'll usually be saying stuff, Now I will comment on this, because I hate this guy, because he scared me for the rest of the game, and another one was going to do this. And if you haven't played the game, you're about to see what I'm talking about. Oh good, oh, well the door's closed. Well, that's unusual. What's that? What's happening to him? I think I'll put my missiles on. Hello. Oh, it's in the front. No. Or it doesn't matter. This guy's just a huge jerk. Ah, there we go. Like I said, I've been playing games for a long time, so when I was younger, that was a lot harder. And there's nothing different from him than the other ones, than the other Chozo statues, other than the fact that he comes alive after you get the thing. So they all look the same, and so I always remember that and was always scared that the others were going to come alive and attack me. Of course, there is one more that comes alive and attacks you, but he starts off alive, kind of thing, you know? So it's not the same spooky. Let's see, yeah, go over here. Could go there, I guess that'll get me... What does that get me? I guess more... yeah, probably more missiles, but that'll help, so I'm coming. I'm also probably going to do that. I'll be saying something and referencing something in my mind that has not been said out loud, which is the kind of thing I was going to try to avoid doing. You know, I'm going to try to say all of it out loud, but that makes it go slower. You know, because like I would have had to say down there in that room that I couldn't get to, as opposed to there. It's faster, and so it'd be slowing my brain down to speak on a level where it also conveys what I'm saying. Oh, it's just open. Thought I had to break it. So, kudos if you can understand what I'm talking about, you know. Good for you. If I put up a bunch of videos and, you know, people watch all of them, it'll probably get easier to understand as you get used to the way I talk. And, you know, the things I notice. But that'll take a while, I'm guessing. Not that it's necessary. I will say again that you ought to go watch the Game Grumps playthrough of this, because they do a sequence break that I've forgotten what it was, actually. But they have a way of getting the items out of order. I don't remember which one of them's playing, because I'm really bad with names, and so I can never remember which voice is which person. But yeah. Of course, it's going to be the same for most of it, but... And I think they never do get the X-ray either. Or maybe they do. Let's see, that is that. I'll go open it up just to save me the... yeah... missiles later. That was to the final area that you have to beat all of the bosses, all the other bosses, to open it up. And it actually looks really cool. And it's another thing that scared me about this game as a child, because it looks really spooky, and it's a statue of all of the other 4 bosses. And when you beat them, yeah, and their eyes are glowing, and when you beat them, the glowy thing in their eye breaks. Maybe it's the other way around, it starts glowing after you beat them. But I think it's the first way I said. You also probably noticed that I'm going to take a decent amount of damage from silly things because I'm not caring about the damage. Because, you know, you get enough health back from stuff that it's usually not a big deal. These are annoying, but... well, I thought there was a bigger one here as well. By the way, also to anyone who hasn't played, well, first of all, go find it and play it, it's a good game. But, when a door is gray, like the one when I entered this room was, it usually means there's a enemy or enemies that you have to beat in that room or in a room nearby, and then it'll open. Occasionally, it's just, how do we get out of here? There we go. Occasionally it's, oh, you just can't open it from that side. But most of the time, it's you have to beat an enemy somewhere. Whether it just be everybody in the room, or a nearby boss, or, you know, whatever. I think there's only like 1 or 2 that have to be opened from... see, when I killed them all, it started flashing, and then I was able to open it. There's only 1 or 2 that it's the one-way doors. Could be mistaken, but... should probably save at some point, just in case, you know... wrong button, good job. I do remember one of the more recent times I played through this, I got stuck for a long time because I couldn't activate the run boots Oh, it's just permanently closed and I have to go back to that. I couldn't activate the run boots because I didn't remember there was a button that you had to hold down to run. I thought you just ran automatically. And so I got the Pegasus boots, or whatever they called this. I don't remember what they are, girl. We'll find out, I guess. And I thought you could get this one. Am I mistaken? Oh, no, it's... Yeah, no, you can't get this one yet. I thought you could. Oh, but so I got the boots, but then could never get them to work because I wasn't actually running. And that was really annoying. This is Power Bomb, yes, yes. Let's see. Left is item, I go left. Left is also dark. Firefly things. And if you kill the fireflies, it gets darker, but if you don't, they're in your way. I still don't have the charge shot, that's annoying. And this is just a missile recharge. Of course it is. By the way, if it seems like the audio is out of sync because of me noticing things like it being a missile recharge, and it looks like it still I haven't been in the room, that's not the audio being out of sync, that's me remembering at the last moment what it is, and that I've wasted my time. I'll kill you. I will take energy. And see, it got a little darker, and if you kill enough of them, it gets too dark to see. I don't think it gets quite pitch black, but it gets close. So it usually helps not to... I should have done that one before I went in there, but I didn't remember it was missile recharge. I wonder how infuriating it is for me to not finish so many sentences, or if it's entertaining, or, you know, whatever. It's not that I'm going to change, but I'm just curious. Oh, but if you do enjoy this, I wouldn't mind you sharing my channel with other people, because while I said I don't expect it to take off, and that's definitely still true, if it did happen to, and I got, you know, thousands of subscribers overnight and was able to make enough money off of this to, you know, be a living, that would be awesome. So, if you do enjoy it, you know, it'd be cool to share it, but it's not a huge deal. Of course, I'm also not expecting that many people, you know, at the time for this recording to be watching it, other than, like, the handful of friends that I have watching it. By the way, thanks for the one subscriber that I have. I think I know who it is, but since you have your settings set where your subscriptions aren't visible, I still can't see who it is. Like I said, I think I know who it is. Charge Beam, yay! If I'm right, it's one of the people who is actually going to be possibly doing a collaboration with me. So, yay. Oh, that's another thing. If at the time of you viewing this, there's no channel art on my channel, and you feel like being awesome and drawing channel art for just being a nice, awesome person, I will most likely accept it and put it up there. Because it's not something I'm gonna do. Because I don't consider myself an artist, because I'm not that great at it, and it's never been, you know, of a huge interest to me. But I don't like leaving it just blank. However, that's what I'm gonna do, unless, you know... Because I could probably find a picture on the web that would look cool to get up there, but that still gets into the, you know, copyright and all. And so, I'm not anxious to do that just in case, you know, on the off chance the channel gets somewhat popular. Just makes sense to be cautious, you know. Yeah, I guess I'll save here.